Chris Jericho. You got to work a little bit with Chris.
Yeah, he was when I was with X-Pac. He was doing that, and yeah, his timing always great. He was a great technician in the ring.
Outside the ring, what was he like?
Kind of quiet. He knew Debbie Malenko, so when I spoke with him in catering and stuff, we would talk about Japan and Debbie and reminisce about her, which is great. She's dear in my heart, for sure.
Trish Stratus. Memories about Trish.
Trish, she was she came in just shortly after I did, and yeah, it was fun. We our guys. She was with Test and yeah, we got to do some stuff out at the ring and on the Diva shoots and everything. Very beautiful, photogenic, wonderful, and yeah, all great memories of Trish.
All right, we were talking about what were we talking about?
I think we had
Jericho,
Trish, maybe Trish.
Oh yeah, Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
And did I ask you what she was like outside the ring, or?
No, you asked me what my memories of her were.
Was she easy to work with?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's very professional, easy to work with.
What was her background as far as the wrestling business goes?
I think, well, she was a sports model. It was a tanning company or something. She had done had great notoriety and very athletic background, if I remember right, in Canada.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Who trained her? Just
I don't remember who trained her. Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. Molly Holly. What are your memories of Molly?
Oh, she was saying she came in right around the time that my shoulder. Well, no, she was in from the beginning. Yeah, then she came in. I didn't. We did a spot when I was with Raven. Yeah, I got to work with her and just highly skilled and just a great worker and very sweet gal.
Lita?
Lita, yeah, she came in and knew, that she wanted to go to the top, and she did. Nice gal. Easy
to work with?
Yeah, totally.
You were there when the Hardy Boys came in, obviously. What are your memories of Matt and Jeff?
Oh, God, they were phenomenal. Their bodies could move and just do stuff, and their synergy and timing together, just incredible.
Right.
Incredible.
Also, Kat, memories of
yeah,
Kat?
she was fun on photo shoots, great spirited, real sexy, kind of slightly naughty, just no fear on her behalf, and yeah, she was fun.
You had the pudding match with her. And
yeah,
I think you were saying that it made Time Magazine.
Yeah, it was in Time Magazine. It was Chyna and Taker and Kane and Hunter, I think, on the cover of Time Magazine. And then I had got that because those guys were on. And opened it up, and a really good picture of Kat and I. Got her wrapped up in everything, but I like that picture. It was good.
Now, did you ever have any crazy stalker fans or anything like that when you were on the road? I mean, any weird issues with guys at hotels? No, it wasn't. And I was always looking at. There was usually one of the boys, around and riding with. So that was always pretty easy. Memories of getting Stinkface by Rikishi.
Oh, that was fun. That the thing that was so surprising about his outfit, the canvas that was on his costume. It canvas burned my whole out. There's big old scab on my nose for a long time. But yeah, that was fun. He was great in the ring. And what a phenomenal to see somebody of that mass move, and yeah. It was an honor to be Stinkface by him. He was good. He was good. But yeah, I had a big old canvas burned nose for quite a while.
Wow. Thoughts on the Road Dogg? What do you remember about Brian? Man,
he could talk like nobody's business. And he was so sweet. I loved working with him. He was great. And I loved the way that he would, do the DX stuff at the beginning.
Right.
And that was wonderful.
Also, you did the angle with the Dudleys, Bubba and Devon?
Yeah. They were there as a tag team. They were quite the technicians and everything as well. And that was great. And huge, to them for letting me, a girl putting them through a table and everything. That was huge.
When the office came to you for that idea, I mean, were you for that or?
Huge. Yeah, I was just hoping it could, and that was when I jumped off the top rope and put him through. I mean, that was a huge move for a girl. I was so happy to have gotten that and did it, and it came off, and it hurt like hell. You know, it wasn't hard to sell it. I was glad you sold it, and everything was like, it wasn't hard to sell.
Yeah.
That was really neat. And a great memory of Trish. She was backstage, and she had watched, and she came and she caught my hand. She goes, "You got to see the replay of this." And so she was excited. It was a very nice memory of her.
What about Bubba? A lot of people say he was a bully. Do you see him as a locker room bully?
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was definitely. He was. I mean, he was stern. I think he had a very firm picture of what he wanted to have happen out there, and he was going to make it happen. So I didn't have too much outside of that, but yeah, he was a visionary. He was going to make sure that it was done.
Right.
You know.
His way.
Yeah, and which I wasn't highly sensitive to that. You know, I mean, he needed to have that done. I was really happy that these guys were all working with me, and I mean, with Bubba being like that or whatever. I remember when X-Pac gave me the spin kick, and that was a huge deal to get that played on SmackDown, even because a guy was hitting a girl, and I remember Vince went to bat for that because they loved the bump that I took, and that was when I really felt alive. I felt that that's how I could best contribute, you know, as a character there, was to be able to take, you know, bumps from the guys because it's what I liked. And to take a bump, I didn't have any fear of taking the bump, you know, orchestrating full on diva matches, and my body size being so much different, you know, the only gal body size wise that was compatible to my height and everything was Chyna, and she's beautiful. It would have been great to be in the ring with her, but we never made it there. You know, my shoulder happened, and then...
I was going to ask you about that. How did that exactly happen?
That happened...
That was the torn labrum?
Yeah, that was the night before King of the Ring. We were at Madison Square Garden, so it was Bubba was going to put me through the table the next night at King of the Ring, and Hunter, I can't remember who, it was Rock and Hunter, and we were all... No, it was the Dudleys. I don't know who was at Madison Square Garden, but it wasn't a televised event. And I was coming in to make the save. Yeah, it was with the Dudleys. And I was coming in to hit somebody. And since I had dislocated once before and I had anchors in my shoulder already, then I went to go hit on the back. And I hit from this point of view, and I dislocated out the other way. And I tore the old anchors out. At that moment in time, it didn't hurt anywhere near as bad as the first time, but I knew I did it. And I popped it back in. But it was so torn because the titanium anchors pulled out, so it took bone with it.
Wow.
When it went, and then the next night was King of the Ring, and so the match stayed in. I got in for just a brief moment, and I was kicking Devon, and then went through the table, and that's when I sold the shoulder as if it happened that moment. But most people watching the match, I read on the internet, they knew that I was hurt before I got in there, and Bubba took great care of me, and Stephanie was there, and they liked the way I sold it because they all thought that I really hurt it again at the ring. So I was like, wow, I even got those guys going. So it was neat, but that was a real bummer time to get hurt because there was just so much fun going, and that's when you know, then Lita and Trish really took off after that, and it was hard to come back in then without a storyline. But I got to work with Raven, and that was good.
How long were you out for?
It was almost like 3 months.
Right. Was there pressure on you to come back, or did you pressure yourself to come back because you don't want to lose your spot?
Yeah, I definitely pressured me because I was in a sweet spot and the shoulder got hurt, and you know, just the dynamic backstage. You know, I knew that it wasn't going to be easy coming back.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.